Fucking having like a whole.
Welcome to the Overanalyzer.
That was actually pretty good.
Thanks, I've been practicing.
All right, welcome to the Overanalyzer. This is your podcast that gets uploaded anytime we remember to and feel like it, and there's something up. With 2020, there's been a lot of things that haven't been shown, a lot of things that have been shown, and we haven't seen a lot of these. So that's why, well, that's not why, but that's one of the reasons why it's hard to have a movie podcast in this year. But it's 2021, and that means everything's over, right? Right, cool. All right, so here to my left, your right, my center is Jose. And
when
then
you
say
that, I never understand when you
because
say that.
I don't know. Why do you got to call me out on bits? Can you just let the bit go?
Because I edit
Can you just let the bit go?
And I'm like, it doesn't make sense when you say
Well, that's the point.
Okay.
All right,
That's
and
all you had to say.
I thought we were trying to make sense.
not for that part. It doesn't matter. Over here we have
Because we're
Jose.
obviously not making dollars.
Over here to my right. Over here we have Asel. Say what's up.
What's up?
Cool. All right, and this is the Overanalyzer, where we talk about movies, TV shows, and personal hygiene. All right, so outside of the regular the two things we're going to talk about, Mandalorian and Cobra Kai, what have you guys been watching, been playing, been reading, been doing? Jose?
I've been playing Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Nice.
I haven't been playing the Jedi very much because
No,
they're overpowered.
You're talking about like the console version that came out recently?
I don't know. It came through EA, DICE, Origin.
Like the most recent one
Yeah,
is
the
what you're
most
saying.
recent was what I'm asking.
It's not just console, but yeah, that one.
It might have come. I'm sure it did come out on console.
Yeah, I played it
Obviously,
recently because I know when it first came out it sucked, but I know they did a lot for it like recently and like a while ago. Like they added a bunch of shit that you didn't have to pay for. So like I played it and I try to play it as much as like how I used to play the old Battlefront games just because those are really fun. So
Yeah, it has been pretty fun. I've been kind of grinding it out, but the other thing I've been watching is Cobra Kai, and I got on and I noticed it was on Netflix, and I was like, "This is it. This is what I've been waiting for." It's like, you know, 2021 was gonna be all right, and then the 6th happened, and so you know, we're here. You know, we're where we are. You know.
the 6th is that's the day that it happened.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Oh,
And if you don't know what it is, well, you're lying because you do. I said, what have you been watching, reading, or writing?
So I haven't been reading. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
I know.
No, I have been reading, but it's still the same book.
I don't know. I've just been watching as much movies as I can. I watched a Hulu original called Run,
Yeah.
which is kind of like The Act in a way. I saw the Hulu series A Teacher, which was based on a film.
That's the one with Kate Mara, right?
Yeah, I've seen
Kate
that one.
Morrow.
You know, from
Actually,
Fantastic.
I've actually been watching Scrubs. I'm on like the 3rd season. 'Cause
Nice.
I've never seen all the way through. So.
You haven't?
Nope.
That's cool.
Yeah, I've been picking up on a bunch of stuff.
Alright.
Watching.
You been writing?
No, not much of a point of writing. I mean, I do what I can, but you know, inspiration hasn't struck me yet.
Yeah, that's true. What book have you been reading, Jose, recently?
The Book of Life.
It's
It's the Bible.
the Bible.
Your mom get you to read that?
Oh my God, she's tried to get me to read it like 10 times this year.
Jesus. She's like, Miko, you made kind of a thought. You kind of need this.
There's no way I could have been a thought this year. Well, that's not true. I didn't try hard enough.
You're too scared of catching something, and it wasn't feelings for once.
I know, right? Anybody out there in the lonely cyberverse?
Anyway, what have you been reading though?
Okay, I just got cut off. Anyway, I've been reading Atlas Shrugged.
Oh, so you'd never want to have sex then?
I remember.
What are you talking about? There's so much sex in that book.
It doesn't mean you're gonna have it.
I heard about
Bro.
Atlas Shrugged, and then I found out what it was about, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, you're better off just reading the Spark Notes version of it,
No,
in
I
my
think I'd rather
opinion.
just watch the movies.
The movie, I didn't watch it, so I can't say anything about it.
It's a podcast. We're supposed to have opinions on things we've never
It's
seen.
probably trash, just like every other movie that gets adapted from a book.
Dude, speaking of things getting adapted from books, I finished Game of Thrones already.
No way.
Yeah. And honestly, it's still... I'm glad I watched it the way I watched it, where, you know, I hadn't been watching it since like one of the first or early seasons.
Uh-huh.
Because then there wasn't all that much time to sit with my disappointment, you know?
I see.
Yeah. Hello, guys. Okay.
So you're talking about Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Having watched it as a casual fan, I didn't get as disappointed as probably like more,
Someone who sat around watching it for years.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That being said, season 8 isn't all that good. I do agree that
I watched like the 3rd episode of the 1st season with my friend Gabriel at one point, and then I felt like anxiety, like trying to like understand what was going on based off of what I knew, because like there's all this stuff going on. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Oh yeah, you got to pay attention.
No, like I paid attention. It's just I didn't, that's the 3rd episode, so there's probably like a couple deaths that already happened between them.
Yeah, and at least 3 penises.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. Dude, they show a lot more like dick in like seasons 7 and 8.
There's a lot of dick.
Do you know what has a lot of dick too? Is Euphoria episode 2?
I haven't seen it yet.
Haven't seen it yet.
It's something
Dude,
I want to watch.
It opens up with like a dude walking through a locker room, not wearing.
I mean, not for the dick. I don't want to see it for that.
If you say so.
Anyway, Game of Thrones was pretty decent. I'm glad Jon Snow banged his Thea. Spoiler alert.
What?
That's right. Yeah, she's his aunt.
Yeah, she's his Thea.
Oh, something that I wanted to finish watching, but I started watching was Watchmen.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the show?
The show, yeah.
How was it?
What's
From
that
what I saw,
on?
it was pretty good. It was pretty relevant. The only thing that sucked was only on for 2 days on Hulu, and then they took it off. And now that you have HBO Max, I can watch it. And then I want to finish season 3 of Westworld.
Wait, did you say that you have HBO Max or that I have?
That you do.
Okay.
And then I said, and then I want to watch the original Westworld.
Clarification was needed.
because it's on there.
All right, cool. If that's everything, I guess we can launch into Mandalorian.
Okay.
So, non-spoiler thoughts. What did you guys think?
What is it? There's 2 seasons.
Yeah,
I didn't cry.
So I'm gonna tell you,
did though.
Can't believe people cried watching that.
He showed us a lot, but he cried. He
So I'm gonna tell you
definitely
this
cried.
right now.
Let me put it this way: no one saw me cry,
Okay, cool.
but that's because I watched it in the dark.
So let me tell you something. I like Star Wars, right?
Yeah, sure.
I'm such a Star Wars fan.
You're wearing a Star Wars shirt.
I'm such a Star Wars fan that I watched the first movie, and as a young kid, I was like, it doesn't get exciting until this part, but I like the movie. I never thought, oh, it's a bad movie.
Sure.
I always thought that as a kid, right?
Right.
But I like The Mandalorian. What I don't like is how mainstream it is.
Fuck off.
What do you mean?
What?
On Disney Plus, it's gonna be mainstream.
But that's my point. It's just I feel like I don't know.
You wish Fox
Oh
still had
my
the property?
god, dude!
What
You're-
I'm saying is that
You're like, it's not cool because it's not
Everyone likes
hipster
it.
anymore.
like
Everyone
that dude
likes
that
it.
listens-
that's what it
You-
sounds like, and I think that's what it is. But
You're
it's
like,
like if Jose likes a band and he's like, oh yeah, I was there when they were like underground, and now they're popular. He's like, I was there. I was, you know what I'm saying?
fucking fake fans.
Fake fans.
You feel like one of those dudes that's like, oh, all of a sudden you guys like Star Wars again. I was there during episodes 1, 2, and 3 when it wasn't cool to like it, and I got shit on for it.
What's that one meme that was like, oh, it's from Rogue One. He's like, I was like, it's been my whole life.
Oh yeah, I've been in this war my whole life.
I don't know how the meme goes. I'll post it if I can find it. But yeah. I like the first. I like the pacing for it. I like that it's 8 episodes. Is
Yeah,
it
8 episodes.
Yeah.
I like that it's 8 episodes. The format for the minutes per episode is not consistent, but it's because they're telling a story each episode, and they're not trying to hit that 43-minute mark or hour mark, which
Right.
I like.
Yeah, it feels more
Because
natural.
I know my friends were complaining, going like, "Oh, I want more of it," but then I was like, "Bro, if you put more, it's gonna be more of them talking. I don't want that, unless it's needed.
Right.
I'm not trying to have an Arrowverse show. I've even been keeping
Dude,
up with the show.
Dude, fuck the Arrowverse. I'm done.
Yeah.
Ever since Crisis on Infinite Earths, I've stopped watching. But Jose, what did you think? Non-spoiler thoughts.
It was good, but it might have just been that I was really tired. But I definitely slept through I want to say half of the last episode.
First half or second half?
Probably the first half.
Okay, thank God.
Yeah, I didn't. Of course I watched the last half. Where all the and then the tears, of course. But I mean, what tears?
Yeah.
But yeah, and then I watched the first half of the. No, I think I watched all of the third episode. Third to last episode. The one with the thing and the eating and the recuperating of the armor. Anyway.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked it. I also didn't cry at the end. I'm not a fucking bitch. Stop. What's it called? No, it was good. There's not much more I can really say without spoiling going to spoilers, I guess.
Yeah.
You guys ready?
Okay, how about this? First season, second season, rate it.
I like the second season better.
Really?
Yeah.
I kind of like the first season more, but then again, I saw all of the first season, so.
How did the first season end? Oh,
Moff Gideon.
I like how there was like more characters for the first season, but I also like the characters at the end of the second season. I guess if I was to say the second season is maybe a little bit better than the first one, but that's that's like fair play.
Right.
Yeah.
It'd be bad if the first one was better than the second one.
Yeah, I got to hand it to the writers. I think they did a really good job with it. I feel like the characters all completed their arcs for the most part. Like, I mean, in a way that's pretty satisfying, I would say.
Yeah, I would say if Mandalorian didn't have any more seasons after now, I'd be sad, but I'd understand. I'd be satisfied.
Yeah, but he's a good character. I'm sure that they could bring him back. Like they might probably bring him back in the Boba Fett series. But who knows?
Yeah, real quick, I want to make a joke, but I want to ask you guys, are you gonna watch Game of Thrones?
Not as soon as you'd want me to.
All right, I hope you forget this by then. But I saw a meme about Pedro Pascal because he played Oberyn in Game of Thrones.
He's not in the 8th season or any seasons after that. I know what happens to him.
Yeah,
cool. All
he
right.
gets wrecked.
Yeah, no, but there was a meme about that. Like in Game of Thrones, as Oberyn, it's like he refused to wear a helmet. It's like in Mandalorian, he never takes it off. It's like I guess he fucking learned his lesson.
Right? You know what? I thought that fool looked familiar. Like when he took it off, and I was
also
like,
in Triple Frontier and Narcos. And
yeah.
Narcos. I like Narcos.
Gossip Girl.
I really liked him in Narcos too.
He was in Gossip Girl too.
He was in Gossip Girl too.
Yeah, but he was like a small NPC.
Oh, okay.
Honestly, he was probably like the best actor or best written in Wonder Woman. I know you'd expect it's Wonder Woman, but it's just the first one probably explains her enough. So.
Real quick, we're not going to talk about Wonder Woman like as a full episode, but I liked it.
Look, I liked it. I think people are overreacting, saying it sucked. I feel like it would have been better in theaters.
Oh yeah.
Only thing I did not like was that opening scene at the mall because it felt cheesy and it felt Marvel and I cringed a bit.
I don't know if it felt Marvel, but I definitely get what you mean by like cringy and like cheesy.
Yeah, because after that I did not feel that at all, and I was like, okay, that's good. It was just that maybe they reshot that a bunch of times.
Yeah.
Where can I watch it just so like I can have an opinion on it this time? Max?
Or torrent it.
I do torrent stuff anymore.
Kids.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that's how you know you're an adult when you don't like torrent stuff anymore.
Oh my god, I've grown up so much in the last few years.
Yeah, I remember you told me about Pirates Bay like back in the day.
Yeah, lots changed.
Oh yeah, so I used to get all my music. Anyway,
and viruses.
So, spoiler talk now. I wanted the one thing I have a note about that I didn't learn about until like a week ago, which is like a long time after the season had ended, was that apparently the guy that plays Boba Fett, what's his name again?
Tamura Morrison.
Yeah, I guess he's like Pacific Islander. I think is the term, right?
Yeah, that's why he was an Aquaman.
Right. A lot of his like influence, like the reason why like he moves like he does as like Boba when he's got like the armor back and everything, is because he's like, yeah, my Islander influence and stuff, and like our dances and our fighting style or whatever, and that's why he moves the way he does. Which I guess makes sense.
Okay. Wait, was he the original actor that played Boba Fett in Jango Fett? That's right, Jango Fett.
I forgot what the guy's actor. I forgot what the actor's name is, but he's dead.
Yeah, it was a British dude. Yeah, rip. Yeah. How good did you guys feel when like the seismic charge went off?
I felt really good. I kind of screamed.
Dude, I was just like, cool.
The seismic charge went off?
I was like,
in the show. Remember the bomb?
Because the way the bomb works is it sucks all the noise and then it explodes.
Yeah.
Maybe I was asleep for that part.
Dude, that was yeah.
It was in episode 2.
Dude, what do you do? Eat better. Don't be so tired. Eat more lentejas. Your iron's down, man. Why are you so tired?
I don't know.
Take vitamins. No te la estés jalando. Tanto.
But yeah, it was in episode 2. That's why when they did it in this one, I was pretty glad.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, it's like if they fucked up the noise on it, people would have been mad.
Yeah. What do you guys feel about Baby Yoda's name?
That his name was Grogu?
Yeah.
Sounds like he's an old man, but I mean he's 50 years old.
Yeah, I feel like they could have picked a better name. That was a pretty dumb name. Like they should have just named him Aiden. Fuck it.
Yeah, I feel like that's a dumb name. I think it's one of those things where no matter what it is, people would have been.
Aiden is a dumb name. That's what I'm saying. Like they might as well have just named him Aiden.
Yeah, but it doesn't sound like a Star Wars name. Grogu sounds like a Star Wars name.
I get what you're saying. I mean, like they're equivalent, like in our universe and their universe. Like they're both like for kids that are tools.
Yeah. Okay.
How do you feel about the new Star Wars stuff that's coming out?
Which one?
You mean Solo? The new Han Solo one? Is there?
New Han Solo.
There's a Cassian Andor show.
Yeah.
There's gonna be the Boba Fett one, the Bad Batch animated one, which is basically like Clone Wars, but it's called Star Wars Bad Batch.
Yeah.
It's like after the.
Yeah. See, I never watched the Clone Wars or Rebels, so
honestly, I really enjoyed the last few episodes because it ties into like the universe.
Yeah.
Or because it's Dave Filoni.
Yeah, Dave. I thought it was Filoni.
You're the one that told me Filoni, so.
I could have swore it was Filoni. Like baloney.
Listen to yourself.
Is he actually Italian?
I don't know. I don't know the guy.
I don't know.
But yeah, I feel like because of Dave Filoni that there's so much consistency in the canon of Star Wars, like the Mandalorian. So what else? They're making other stuff. I mean, I just don't. It just when they come out with so much stuff, like it's cool because you get more stuff in the Star Wars universe, but they're like milking it.
Yeah, it's like getting oversaturated.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess that's what the books were for back then, because there's so many books. Like now they're gonna bring in Thrawn, is his name?
Yeah.
He was in Rebels and the original books.
Yeah, plus I think it was part of the expanded universe, like it's an expanded universe Legends. I don't remember.
Let's say Legends.
It was one of those things that wasn't canon, but then it became canon.
It became canon, yeah.
All right, so final thoughts on Mandalorian.
Let's just run through some scenes. Actually,
That's honestly like all I remember.
I know.
Oh no! I guess there's like the
end.
Him getting the last episode, him getting the Darksaber. And
Remember that one meme? The Darksaber and then taking off his helmet.
Oh yeah, how she like stuck to the
so it was like
saber.
Oh yeah,
calling him a zealot for like
not taking off his
not taking off his helmet.
It's like thinking that you can only have the Darksaber by combat.
Yeah. Which is very
it's
very contradicting. What I liked about that character, her name was, what was her name again?
I don't know.
Oh, hold on. No, I remember. It was
Bo-Katan.
There we go.
She was in Clone Wars.
Yeah, she was also in The Flash.
Yeah, she was a terrorist. So
yeah.
Yeah. What is it? The same actress in
Clone Wars? Yeah.
In Clone Wars, she did the voice.
Actress, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then I think I remember her in Battlestar Galactica. She was one of the main characters.
I think she was in that too. Yeah.
Yeah. That show's crazy too.
Yeah, and then a WWE wrestler was the other one. The other, what are they called? They're not the Death Watch, but like they were a part of the Death Watch originally. I forget what they're called, but like
for Star Wars, right?
Mm-hmm. For the Mandalorian, because you know how like Bo-Katan had two other people,
right?
Yeah, one of them was a wrestler, and then another thing that I was thinking about is like the Beskar.
Yeah, the Beskar.
So the Mandalorian, the Mandingo, he's got literal plot armor.
That's true. I saw this in a review, but in that episode with Bill Burr, where Bill Burr's himself but can shoot well.
Yeah. Yeah.
The one where he has to like.
And he has a third gun arm.
Yeah. The one where he has to like switch armor with the guard or whatever, so he can sneak in and like find out where Moff Gideon's ship is at. I do like that. Like you can see that he got so used to like his armor being like indestructible that like when he actually does get tagged with like shots, he's like, oh, what the fuck? And then like he has to change up like his his plan because he's like, oh yeah, I got lazy.
Yeah. I mean that makes sense. Yeah.
That one episode when it had Ahsoka Tano, that's one of the few times I didn't mind Rosario Dawson as an actress, because I don't know why, I just don't really like her as an actress.
That was Rosario Dawson?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah, that was Claire the Night Nurse from Daredevil.
He's like the lady from
that was
Clerks
Mimi
too.
From Rent.
That was that one
too.
lady from that movie with Colin Farrell where he's Alexander the Great. I think it's called Alexander.
Yeah, it is.
That's crazy.
That's Rosario Dawson from Eagle Eye. With Shia LaBeouf and Michelle Monaghan.
That's Rosario Dawson
can stop
from Clerks too.
From Clerks 2
you
also.
Can stop.
Rosario Dawson from Kids.
You can stop.
No.
We can move on.
What's the other one? Crash. There we go. All right, we can
just let him finish. All right.
Oh my God.
Boba Fett. Boba
Yeah.
Fett.
Boba Fett.
He got more screen time. And he was a lot cooler than he was
Yeah.
because he didn't get that much screen time in the original movies. But like this one, he actually got the square up. You know, he got the throw down. At first, when I saw that he painted his armor, I was like, oh, you know, that takes away some of the battle armor. But, you know, I was like, it still looks cool.
Did you see? I don't know if it's true, but did you see that like analysis where like in his original one, like he had like the white stripes, but then like when he repainted it, it had red stripes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what did you look up what that meant?
You know.
Basically, that the white stripes meant they was looking for vengeance, but the red stripes was
Still hasn't found it.
no, it's something more peaceful sounding, more like I'm just a man trying to find his way in the galaxy.
Mm-hmm. Which is cool that they got Timur Morrison to come back because you know. But in that one first or second episode, I didn't see that. I couldn't tell that it was him. I don't know why.
Well, I definitely could.
I don't know. I just saw the face. I was like, "Who's that guy?" But once I got a better look at him, I was like, "Oh, it's Timur Morrison."
I had to ask myself, I'm like, is that him? I think that's him. I'm pretty sure that's him. And then I looked online and people were like, "Is that Boba Fett?" I'm like, I think it is.
Boba Fett.
Yeah.
You guys keep saying Boba Fett.
Do you not remember where that's from? It's
No.
from Return of the Jedi, where Han Solo's like, Boba Fett, because Chewbacca's like, and he's like, Boba Fett, where? And then he hits his jetpack with the pole, and then he goes into the Sarlacc pit.
Yeah.
Wow, you're not fun. Anyway, so any other notable things?
Luke.
Yeah.
Absolutely mowing down people.
Cool hand Luke. I thought it was going to be like old Luke, but then I saw that, I was like, oh, because I thought I saw a beard.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense that it would be that Luke because it's 5 years after Return, you know?
Yeah, I guess. But yeah, we're just like, oh, I guess Baby Yoda's going to die then.
Dude, right?
He's going to get mowed down by Kylo Ren.
And
Oh,
his,
snap.
I mean, that's the implication.
Yeah.
Ben, you need to be peaceful. This guy a few minutes later when he's trying to kill him. That was funny.
But then, like, you know, Din Djarin, I think is how you say it,
Djarin.
saying goodbye to Grogu.
He took off his helmet, 3 times that season?
No?
Because he took off his helmet.
I guess technically, yeah.
He took off his helmet to scan his face. And
But
then
he took it off to change into the outfit first.
I guess. I don't feel like that counts.
No.
And then he took off his helmet. Oh, no, 3 times in total from the
Since,
first
like,
season.
Oh, okay, yeah. The first time was with IG 48, Instagram 48 model, whatever.
Instagram 48, Model 36,
Yes.
Snapchat filter.
Anime eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, that was the first time. Second time was to scan his face, and I guess what that saying, is like, I guess he really cared about the kid enough to take off his helmet. But I guess he's probably like, you know, they're all dead. Like, what's the point of me keeping my helmet on?
It's like when the manager left and you're like, do I even have to still work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The place is on fire. The place is on fire. You showed up to work and nobody's there.
The manager got arrested. The assistant managers tried to deal with their car getting repossessed, and you're like, I think we can just go home, guys.
I think I should just go.
Yeah.
How'd you guys feel? I didn't cry. I'm no bitch.
I don't know. I didn't really cry. Maybe if I was alone, I would.
Yeah. Like I said, no one saw me cry. But that's because I watch it in the dark.
No, but I did kind of cry though.
I didn't cry either.
I did though.
I didn't.
It's like, I'm
I
not
did
sad that
know.
he's leaving. I'm sad that he's gonna die.
Fuck. Yeah.
Damn. So if Baby Yoda's really gone, then I feel like that kind of defeats the purpose for many people for the Mandalorian, because he's in every episode, and people are like, I want to see that Baby Yoda every episode. You know, that's their main cheese and butter.
Right? They took a risk with ending this season like that, but it makes these first 2 seasons good.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
personally, me, I'd be fine without the Baby Yoda, because, you know, that's not what I wanted to start watching the show for, because
Right.
you don't really find out until the first or second episode that that's what it's all about.
The end of the first episode.
The end of the first episode. Which,
Yeah.
when he, in the first season, when the Mandalorian goes back to that one compound to get the kid back, that was actually pretty badass, especially when all the Mandingos came out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, when his fucking Razor Crest got blown up.
Dude,
Oh.
honestly, that part made me sad. I was like, fuck, man.
Yeah. That did suck.
Oh, you know what's funny? The Boba and the Fett clan has always had a female sniper. In Attack of the Clones, it was that one assassin.
Yeah. Wasabi, sleep.
And then in the Clone Wars, young Boba Fett had, like, I forget what her name was, but she was an assassin that was like an alien too. That was a sniper. And then I think that's it, because he didn't have one in the original trilogy. So I guess, and then he got another one in this one with what's her name?
With Fennec Shad.
Fennec, yeah.
Fennec.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently, like after the first season, when she like quote unquote died, there was like an article saying that she's really petitioning Disney or like Lucasfilms or whatever to like have a return to be part of the show more. And I'm like, I had a cynical part of my brain. I'm like, you're not doing this because you think it's gonna be a good story. You're doing this because you want like a steady job.
I'd be like easy.
Yeah, like as a creator, you're like, yeah, we'll talk about it, but like chill.
It's like this ain't Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Speaking of which, I'm so sad that John didn't inherit the Iron Throne.
He didn't?
Okay. All right. Final thoughts.
9 out of 10. Did not cry.
I only cried 9 out of 10 tears.
I guess I'd say 9 out of 10. Something that I wish, but I honestly will. The Bad Batch is an example that I'll never see a live action like Republic Commandos or Clones series.
That's been your jam, huh?
That's been my jam. That's why I like Clone Wars, because it has more of that.
What was that game that you got on Xbox?
Star Wars Republic Commando, and I bought it on Steam for my laptop so I could play it again because I never got to finish it because I rented it.
Yeah.
And then I gave it back, and then Game Crazy went out of business. So
dude, right? And Hollywood Video.
Might as well have kept it, honestly.
It became a Chase Bank. Yeah, you could have kept it.
I could have kept it.
Yeah. Wait, what happened? And then EB Games got bought out by GameStop?
I think so.
That's
crazy.
I think so.
And then KB Toys went out of business. And my Theomini didn't have a job anymore.
Yeah, but now she works making food for kids.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's it for the Mandalorian, and we're gonna start on our next topic after this sponsored break. Have you been sad?
Just go take a piss break so we can talk about something else.
Dude, no, I'm not. I don't have to pee.
All right. Let's talk about the shows again real quick.
Okay.
New shows you've been watching? Netflix, Hulu?
I've been watching on Amazon. I've been watching The Expanse.
What's that about?
That's about
Nerd shit.
Pretty much some nerd ass shit. Like, humans have colonized Mars and they basically declared their independence from Earth and they started their own government. So they went to war and shit. And so there's space war.
It used to be on Sci-Fi, but now it's on Prime, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Right now, well, if you're ever going to watch it, major plot point happens and then power dynamics. It's kind of like a political drama too.
Yeah, I'm not going to watch this anytime soon.
Yeah, it's kind of like Game of Thrones, except there's a lot less dicks.
Yeah, I'm definitely not going to watch it then.
It's nothing like Game of Thrones.
I am actually glad that Game of Thrones is equal opportunity dick as it is to like Kitty,
Yeah.
Something I tried to start watching. So I tried watching Mr. Robot, Amazon Prime, right?
Yeah.
Sam Ismail is the creator. He's married to the girl from Shameless.
Wait, who?
Sam Ismail?
Ishmael?
Yeah. He's married to the girl from Shameless. I saw a movie that he had with her. I don't know if they were married at the time, but I saw that movie. I was like, this movie sucks. Like, I didn't get.
He's married to Amy Rossum?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I saw that movie and I was like, I feel like it was one of those pleasure movies. He made it just for himself, kind of like High Life. So I watched it. I'm watching the series. Like, the series is good, but like, it's not, I feel like it wasn't good enough for me to keep me entertained. For me, it's easier to take a chance on a movie than it is a series. Because with the series, it's like, oh, you have to watch all of it to really give an opinion. Whereas a movie, it's like, you watch the movie, you're done. Your hands are clean. Just don't watch it again. Whereas a series, like, I got to keep going. Whereas I've, like, given up on shows before. Lost, Mr. Robot, this one show,
Black
Hannah.
Mirror.
No, I've actually seen it all.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just kiss me, man.
So, yeah, that's what I'd have to say.
I mean,
I tried Mr. Robot. I tried the Mr. Robot.
After two guys fuck each other while not fucking each other, I think I decided that I was just not going to want to watch that show anymore.
That shit was so good.
What show?
Black Mirror. Remember the
Striking
Vipers episode?
That shit was funny.
He's like, yo, just kiss me, man. If you don't feel anything, then we go.
And he's like, I'm not gay.
He's like, yeah, I don't feel anything. But it's not the same, though. It's like, man, stop it.
Yeah, that shit was weird.
They just ended up fucking each other forever.
Once a year.
Happily ever after.
No.
Yeah, they do. They bang each other once a year, and then once a year, his wife can go out and get some strange.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
which is really weird. He's like, you ever felt anybody up inside you?
Yo, remember when he's like, yo, I can't get you out of my mind. I fucked a polar bear.
Oh my god! I honestly that episode was really funny. The episode that really did it for me that I didn't want to watch Black Mirror anymore was the one where you can record your memories and then replay them back like in your eye, and I was like, no, I'm not watching this episode. I'm not watching the series anymore.
Hit too close to him.
I was like, this is too crazy. All right.
A lot of the episodes are hit or miss. Like I obviously don't like some, but I really like some others. So they're not all good.
Yeah.
I liked the one with Captain America's Boo and General Hux / Ron's older brother. The one like where he dies and then like she inputs like all his like social media and emails and stuff like that into an algorithm. And it responds like him, and then like it's a phone call like him, and then it's a like life model decoy like him.
Yeah,
that one made me sad at the end.
So you watched it. I want to say second. I once it got on Netflix, I jumped on it because because ever since that one episode in How I Met Your Mother when they're like talking about like the Karate Kid, he's like,
oh yeah,
Johnny Lawrence was the karate kid.
Yeah. He's like, come on, Lily, get your head out of your ass.
Yeah.
Which is funny because I feel like it goes with that same spirit with the whole show.
He was like, Ralph
Macchio. There was something that preceded that. There was a shitty band, because I listened to the song and I was like, what the fuck? It was a song called Sweep the Leg, where it's like a whole like Karate Kid homage. But like it's kind of like taking the side of like Johnny Lawrence and being like, no, he's the Karate Kid and stuff like that. And that's technically where it like started, but I definitely think How I Met Your Mother popularized it.
Or maybe popularized it to other people thinking about that, because I mean I've never seen that music video that you're talking about.
That's what I'm saying. Because I had to look it up.
That's what I'm saying.
I wanted to double check to make sure that
it was real.
That and like that like How I Met Your Mother was the one that like started it, which they kind of did and didn't. They started it as much as like Elvis started rock and roll.
I see what you're saying. It was probably something people were already talking about. Like I think it was something like that a lot of people thought, like that watch the Karate Kid. They're like, whoa! You just hit that kid in the face, like
yeah.
Like anybody who knew karate was like, you're not supposed to hit a fool like that in the face.
Well, people that know karate don't actually know how to fight, so.
I mean, I don't know anything about karate either, bro. I'm just saying.
Yo, real quick, watching a whole bunch of like videos about like martial arts and everything, you're just like, yo, everyone talks shit about each other so bad.
They really do.
The only thing that's worse than that is like the different like branches in like the military talking shit about each other.
Yeah.
That's all this fucking TikTok that was like how different military branches do math, and it's like Navy, it's like if I blow 2 guys and I blow 2 other guys and I blow 4 guys, and then Marines like is holding like the pen just like fuck, getting angry.
Yeah.
And then Army's just it was Army like holding the pen just screaming angry like fuck, and then Marines holding the crown just like ah, and then Air Force is like, yo, Army probably fucking screamed, and then Coast Guard, yo, Army probably fucking screamed.
They really dog on each other.
Yeah, it's one of those things that like where they can do it, but like you say, it's like they all go like, nah, you can't do that. It's like when you try to make an inside joke and they're like, nah, that ain't it, fam.
No, yeah, this is definitely not fetch.
No, don't make fetch happen. It's not a thing. Fucking what's it called? Ooh, one thing I wanted to bring up, and I'll wait when I get back here to like expand on it more. But I think that Robbie and his relationship to Johnny is the Ben Solo and Han Solo dynamic we never got, and that Daniel LaRusso and Robbie is the Luke Ben Solo dynamic that we never got.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like especially with like the way his his path goes.
Yeah,
because you're like, I don't want him to be bad, but like you get why.
Yeah, I really like the way that the writers have been writing Robbie. You definitely like. There's that you hate Robbie, but then you're like, fuck, like.
But I get it.
Like it's, like he keeps getting put into shitty situations, and he makes the best choices he can.
Right.
And so you're not judging him like that. So, yeah, I think Robbie's a good character.
Yeah.
And I want to see more of what happens in his story arc.
Right.
Because it's it is strange like that. Like because he has like two dads basically. He has Johnny and he has
well, now he has 3.
oh fuck
Yeah. And see, that's
this kid's got daddy issues, dude.
Se nota?
He's got some bad daddy issues.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Because he's got Kreese now.
Dude, Kreese was the best addition to the show they could have made.
Oh my god.
Honestly, because it keeps Johnny as like a likable character to not have him be like, yo, like after like the first All Valley being like, yo, maybe I have been doing this wrong. These kids are becoming too brutal and like this isn't cool. This is just a tournament. They're taking this way too like hard, like when they lose and shit like that.
Yeah.
And then Kreese come in like, no, you're not going hard enough, you pussy.
Yeah. Yeah, Kreese was definitely the like if like before the show didn't really. I mean, you could say that.
I mean, before the show didn't have any clear cut good or bad.
Yeah,
it just had people. It had people is what it had.
Yeah, but because it was like you could say LaRusso was the antagonist of the show, like the first couple episodes.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
But he was still the Karate Kid. He was that guy.
No, John Lawrence was. What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh my god.
You're saying.
I'm just saying, like you could empathize with Johnny at the beginning, right?
Yeah.
And then you could still empathize with LaRusso, right? And you couldn't really say like who was evil and who was bad, but you could see that Johnny Lawrence was obviously the protagonist of the story.
Yeah.
And then once Kreese showed up, you're like, okay, that's
the villain.
That's the villain. That's the big bad right there.
That's where you can have Johnny's like character regression happen and then him ultimately break it. By the way, you missed this because you were busy or whatever. Mm-hmm. But I told Jose that I think the dynamic between Johnny and Robbie is a dynamic we should have had in Star Wars with Han Solo and Kylo, and that Robbie's dynamic with Daniel, like LaRusso, is the Luke Ben Solo dynamic we should have had. Because if you think about it, you're like, wow, that's what that storyline would have been like in Star Wars if it was done right,
Yeah.
Because it's like someone that you don't want to turn bad, but like you get why they're turning bad.
I mean, I like Kylo Ren in the Star Wars movie.
I'm not saying he was done badly. I'm just saying like,
but
I'm saying he was done badly.
Even better.
Something that I liked from the first season that I feel like it kind of strayed away from, because I don't like Kreese, not because he's a bad guy, but I feel like because he kind of like you said, he was a clear-cut bad guy, whereas there was putting labels on things. From the first season, there's no clear-cut bad guy. There's antagonists or whatever.
Yeah.
Or there's clearly sides.
There's just people, is what it is.
Yeah, I would say through all 3 seasons, the side that I've mostly been on is Johnny Lawrence and then Miguel, right?
Yeah, of course.
Whereas in the first and second season-ish, you're like, oh, most people are like, I like Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
And then after the third, you're like, what side do you pick? Me, I'm like, at the end of the day, I like both Johnny Lawrence and Miguel. Whereas some people are like, oh, I don't know if actually people like go like, oh, I'm with Miyagi-Do. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody's like 100. Well, I mean, like I get Miyagi-Do. Like I'm like, yeah, Miyagi-Do's cool, right? But I'm with Johnny and I'm with Miguel. Like that's who I'm with. You know
what Miyagi-Do is like? It's like when you play like an RPG game and like there's a clear good path. But then, like, there's the way cooler, like, bad path where you're like, yo, those abilities are kind of fire. Like, I can summon lightning? What the fuck?
I think, for me, that was, like, an Infamous. I don't know if there's a huge difference, but I know in Infamous you had, like, more electric powers or, like,
it was a lot more destructive and cooler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I picked that.
I picked the boring one because I'm just boring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's it called?
You're not boring, bro.
Whatever. It doesn't matter. But... shit, what was I gonna say? How'd you feel about like Miguel's recovery time?
I mean, I originally thought watching the trailers, I was like, oh, maybe he.
I mean,
maybe
it didn't take that many episodes, but it was a lot of time.
Well, maybe
it did actually take though.
Yeah, I thought it was believable.
Well, yeah, I mean, what I was realizing is like watching the trailer, I was like, oh, does he just like naturally gain the strength? But it's like, no, he had to get surgery, a lot of physical rehabilitation. I mean, towards the end, he wasn't really like 100% either way, because like when they were getting their asses kicked at the LaRusso house,
his kicks were still kind of ass.
Yeah, he was getting his ass.
His form was shit. His technique went to like crap. Like, what the fuck happened, dude?
Yeah, it was almost like he got paralyzed from the waist down or something.
That's for pussies.
How did you feel when Hawk turned face?
I liked it because I actually thought it was set up pretty well. Like when
it was set up pretty well from the beginning of the season.
Oh, by the way, spoilers, I guess.
I thought we were talking spoilers.
No, we forgot to mention spoilers, dude.
If you made
Jose and I just started going into spoilers.
I just wanted to talk about this show, bro. Like,
there's no way you can talk about it without
It's fine. I'll
spoilers.
just put a spoiler warning, or I'll say spoiler
Like a
warning.
countdown or whatever.
So,
on screen, yeah.
but I mean, most people have seen the show.
You're not gonna watch a review.
I mean, you're not gonna.
It.
Most people don't watch the podcast going like,
people
"Oh, I
don't
haven't
watch
seen
the
it. I hope
podcast.
they don't spoil
people
anything."
watch this podcast.
That's what I'm saying. Most people don't watch a podcast.
So what I'm saying is that like his face turn was pretty cool because it was set up. I mean, he broke his friend's arm,
And then like in that moment, he kind of had that like, yo, what did I do?
but I mean,
It's like
even
when
the
you-
other girl was like, "I didn't think you were gonna do it, honestly."
Yeah, no, but like I like his face because his face is every dude's face after like they jerk off to, like something like extremely rough.
Maybe
They're just
I
like,
am a
Why did I? Why am I watching?
No, no,
this?
no. No, after every dude, after every time he jerks off, maybe I am a monster.
Maybe I am a monster.
the Vision meme.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was set up because Kreese was bringing in new guys, and then he maybe realized he's
I'm not gonna lie.
allegiance to the wrong person.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna lie. I liked his Fight Club moment where he's just like, bah, where like he knocks the dude down, and then before Kreese can even finish saying, "Now finish," bah, he's already just beating the shit out of him, and he's just standing there, just like, you're like, this is a shitty moment, but it looked cool to watch. And then Kyler, what a dumbass name by the way, but Kyler was over there just like, oh, shit, Hawk is fucking about it.
Which one's Kyler?
The Asian
Asian
dude
dude.
that wrestled.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. And that Miguel beat up.
Which, by the
earlier?
way, yeah, he beat him up in
In
season one
season
after we
one?
learned a little bit. By the way, the bullshit thing that I hate is that Kreese was like, you got beat by an untrained fighter. He's a wrestler. Wrestling is a type of fighting. He's not untrained.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not the
That's how
same
he beat
discipline.
him. How he wrestled him, basically slammed him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then homie tapped. And you're just like, ah.
Yeah. That was sad.
Yeah. Something that I didn't like from season one is when Robbie got so far. I was like, man, fuck that
What do you mean he got so far?
in the tournament.
Oh, yeah, because he'd never really fought before. Like, he just trained with LaRusso for 2 months.
No, he trained with. Oh yeah, I guess so. Because
He just trained with
technically
Daniel?
Miguel had trained longer with Johnny than Robbie with Daniel.
Oh, you know what? I guess that's right. I mean, Johnny
we're-
must have trained him before, right? Or taught him some stuff.
I
Nah,
doubt
because
that.
he was never in his life.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah. No, what I'm saying is, no, your criticism is right because he only trained with with Daniel for like 2.5 months at most, whereas like Miguel and like Johnny had been training for months.
Yeah. Maybe that just says that maybe Robbie has more natural talent when it comes to...
Which would make sense considering who
fighting.
his dad is.
Yeah. And I think... And I mean, you don't know anything about Miguel's dad, but I mean, obviously, Miguel had never fought before at all.
Right. His dad was probably a drug lord though.
Yeah. Because remember
What?
what it says at the first season?
Yeah, in the first season, like she's like, we escaped from Colombia because Miguel's dad is dangerous.
Oh.
And you're like, oh, I'm on cartel TikTok right now.
Awkward.
Cartel TikTok.
Dude, yeah, dude. Like a lot of people like been opening up TikTok and they go on like they accidentally get cartel videos. People making cocaine, people on a boat transporting cocaine getting shot at by the National Guard and shit.
What the fuck?
Yeah, by like the Navy. I mean,
Who the fuck thinks to flip out their phone and make a TikTok when you're getting shot out by the Navy, dude?
people who want that fucking clout, homie.
Oh my god, dude! Like,
But like, it's great though.
like,
Remind me to show you another TikTok. Of,
bro,
like,
imagine you're a fucking Marine and you're getting fucking shot at, and you're like, bruh, let's TikTok this.
no, it's not the
moment.
Marines. It's the people on the cartel.
I
side.
know. I'm just saying, like, imagine you're a not shitty person.
No, actually, you know what? Speaking of which, there was I went from cartel TikTok to like deployment TikTok, where like it was
Oh
a
my
Marine
God.
taking a TikTok of like an incoming missile strike.
Well,
There's not much more you can do aside from be like, yo, I might fucking die, guys.
damn it. All right, I guess I have no leg to stand on here.
Yeah, like Miguel.
But you
at
know
the
what?
End of the season.
Oh my god. But you know what? If you're part of the cartel, fuck you though.
No, I don't say that. Just I mind my business. I do my work. Everyone's cool by my book. I'm cool.
Everyone
I
in
just
this
keep my
country.
nose down, man. What the fuck you mean?
I guess what was a good part of the first season was when they brought on the tournament, and then at the end of the third season, they're basically setting up the tournament for the fourth season. Which third season was okay. It was kind of like rebuilding a lot of stuff it destroyed. So tournament was in season one. In
Yeah.
season two, they're kind of like building up the Cobra Kai brand, her team, whatever.
Yeah,
And then season three, they're kind of fixing everything that shattered.
yeah.
So I guess in fixing everything that shattered, I guess it's like choose your alliance. Because at one point in the third season, they're like, oh, there's 3 teams now.
Yeah.
The Miyagi-Do, Cobra Kai, and then the Eagle
The
Fang.
dumbass named one, yeah.
So
What did they call it? Eagle Fang?
yeah.
Yeah, Eagle Fang Karate. I'm like, okay.
There's like eagles don't have fangs.
That's such a boomer thing to do, though.
So did I tell you that like how I had a dream one time that I was like, oh, season 3 for Cobra Kai is just them. They're all together. They're having fun. Hawk's even there, even though he's a bad guy. But at the end, Hawk was there, right?
Yeah.
They were all together. I mean, it was indoors in my dream, but it's still
Yeah.
happened.
Oh my
So,
god.
I've been on a few.
You're clairvoyant, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I was gonna say the 3 dojos is a pretty interesting like path for the show to take, because technically, like even though they're joining forces, there's still 2 dojos. Because Johnny's gonna keep his dojo and keep teaching, and so is Daniel.
I would say that it would be like neutral is Johnny Lawrence.
Yeah,
He would be more neutral
exactly. But
because we're not gonna be dicks, but we're gonna kick ass.
dude, I really hope that in season 3, I think this is what they're gonna do. In season 3, they're gonna a lot of the drama between Johnny and season 4. My bad. A lot of the drama between Johnny and Daniel is probably gonna be like them and their like different teaching styles. You know what I mean? And I can't wait to see that. Him be like, all right, you fucking pussies, and then Daniel's being, yo, ease up.
I feel like the easiest thing would do
Uh,
would just use the dojo, but like split sides. Like, oh, maybe you guys go inside and we'll go outside.
No, but like, so I mean, like, I feel like the first episode would be a lot of like them like having to work with each other and realizing like, yeah, they're gonna work with each other, but they're still who they are, and
Yeah.
they have like that like chemistry where like they're like, what's the word, oil and water.
Yeah, I mean, I think that was part of the way that they set up the show. It's like it's that whole dichotomy thing, like the light side, the dark side, the gang.
It's not that they can't get along together. It's just that they're gonna butt heads a lot.
Yeah,
Which
I mean, they're really similar, but they're also kind of different.
It's like what Allie says. By the way, fucking Allie's back.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But it's like
I don't care.
It's like what she said, that like maybe you guys are very similar and you see a lot of what you don't like about yourselves. And
Is that actually the same actress that was in the original?
Is it just me? But like, she looked a lot older in The Boys.
She did.
Yeah, she did. I think
they played her up because her and Homelander aren't that different in age. They're like maybe 10 or so years apart. Because Homelander is actually pretty old. The actor, I mean.
Maybe they just didn't put any makeup on
Really?
her or something.
Yeah.
he doesn't seem that old.
He's like 40 something.
No way.
Yeah. What do you think he was? Like 30?
Maybe like in his 30s. Yeah.
He's like 40
Hey,
something.
looking good, bro. Keep it up.
I'm the best.
He's just jerking. There needs to be more episodes of that show.
There will be.
Wait, don't the comics? Isn't that where the comics end though?
Nope. There's way more.
There's way more. Holy balls. Okay.
By the way, real quick, the song that plays when Tori enters like the dojo to fight Sam, that song slaps hard.
What song was that?
Jinx?
I don't know what song it was, but like whatever it was, it sounded cool. I was like, oh,
Yo,
yeah.
Jamie,
it was
can
like
we
an
can we get
electric
that?
beat.
Yeah, I was like,
Can we get that?
It was like electric. I don't know. Just
yeah.
figure it out.
It's
Anyway.
like that default synth sound where it's like dun, 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 dun. It sounds like Night Call. Every cool song now just sounds like Night Call.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. I think it's funny when Sam's like, "We're gonna beat their asses at the carnival," and then they get fucking.
just
They
fucking
got
freeze.
outnumbered,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she freezes and she's like,
and then Dimitri got his arm broken.
yeah, and she's like, I couldn't do anything.
I feel like that adds to his character. Like, you know how in wrestling when you take a loss to like a big superstar, but he had a good match, it's like, oh, like he's legit. I feel like in this aspect, like, oh, homeboy got his arm broken. Maybe he can take some punches.
Dude, I miss wrestling. Not that I did, like watching it is what I mean.
I think you miss. I think what you miss is like at the time when you did.
Yeah, of course. And then specifically, SmackDown versus Raw 2007. When it like the title song was like "Animal I've Become" by 3 Days Grace. So what have you? And you're like trying to pick your, your wrestler and shit.
Yeah, the music was good that back then.
Yeah. Jose, any thoughts about Cobra Kai?
I want to see more. I want to see more Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
And I tried finding the song. I can find it. I'll look for it later.
By the way, that in the last episode when like when they break and enter into a fucking house, which is like crime. By the way,
that's a lot of the show. There's a lot of crime going on, but nothing's being done about it. Like when Dimitri got his arm broken, when Kreese
that should be an assault charge.
When Kreese what I don't like is when Kreese enables all these people, and then Amanda LaRusso comes and slaps him, and then she gets a restraining order. It's like, look, he's done a lot worse.
Yeah, but it's also their fault for not like doing.
Yeah,
like, you know.
He straight up played the system.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what he did.
I mean, he's white too.
She's white also, and so
yeah,
is
but he's
Daniel.
a white male.
Wow. You're not wrong, but wow.
And then I'm pretty sure Daniel LaRusso, like, he's not like white. He's
Italian, isn't he?
That's basically, yeah. I mean, that's still white.
That's Sicilian.
I mean, he's what? Is he
looking
white
for-
or is he not white?
They're looking for German.
Oh my god.
They're looking for that waspy white.
They're looking for that Aryan.
That white
bloodline.
Anglo-Saxon Protestant white.
I guess Italian's
And
just
also,
not white
he's
enough.
and also, he's a vet too.
Yeah,
So they're
dude,
like.
the flashbacks were great.
I mean, I was like,
Oh, yeah, that's
I was
right.
like, the flashbacks are cool. I don't give a fuck though. Like, he's still bad.
No, that I think that's the purpose. It wasn't trying to tell you like he's not bad. It's like he's bad, but here's why.
It's just something it reminds me of is like another show. I don't want to say it was The Boys, but like, you know how like with Homelander when he's being soft with his kid, you're like, oh, maybe Homelander is a good dad, but they're like, no, he's a monster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It gives context without justifying, is what it is. I do like that it also shows that Kreese has always just been good at fighting too, even before he learned, you know, the Cobra Kai style.
Yeah.
And then I also like how like it kind of like. Did you guys ever watch the third movie?
No.
Me either, but I'm gonna pretend like I did. I like how like in like his you know his war buddies, like in the third one there's a guy named Terry Silver that's like, bro, you saved my life, I owe you or whatever. And like in the show there's a dude that has a ponytail and you're like, oh, that's Terry Silver, but then they fucking kill him and you're like, wait, hold on. But then you see it's the other guy, you're like, oh, he does look like Terry Silver, but like with short hair. So yeah, that, and then it basically gives backstory to why like he's like, I owe you and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except it was totally his fault.
It was Kreese's fault.
Kreese's fault.
It wasn't Terry's fault.
No, that's what I mean. It was Kreese's fault. Like, I mean, and I'm just saying it's, you know, you're in that situation. Like, what do you do? What would anybody try to do in that situation?
I don't honestly. That is a very good like train switch question. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I guess it's kill one person and then
Save everybody.
and do
Yeah.
your mission or risk killing everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. What would you guys do in that situation?
Fuck, bro. I don't know.
Right?
I don't know. Part of me would say just blow it so then I don't get my ass chewed out.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy though to think like, would you have been any better than Kreese in that situation? You know?
Right. And
But
then,
I feel like Kreese at the end would have like, nah, I would have popped his ass.
no, that's what he says at the end. That's why he has his no mercy thing.
Yeah.
Been like, yo, it's his fault. He hasn't set it up in time because he was taking too long, or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't know about explosives, bro. So, what are we rating this show? Tacos again.
15 out of 17 tacos.
Do
Okay.
we actually keep using tacos?
I mean, we go back to it. 15 out of
How
17
about
tacos.
carnitas burritos? Because I ate one today, so that's on my mind.
That's a lot of
That
burritos.
sounds
You put on weight,
delicious,
you get obese, you die.
All right, so 2 burritos. It's more
man.
than enough.
Okay.
I haven't eaten today since like lunch. So, I'm particularly hungry today, so I'm going to give it
Well, give it.
19 out of 20 burritos. But that's just because I'm hungry. If I wasn't hungry, it'd probably be more like 17
You can eat that many burritos?
if they're small.
Damn, you got that Gok 9000, don't you?
Fuck you.
You just chow down on that shit.
Okay. So, for our boozy giveaway, Roger.
Pass. I'll think of one right now. Give me a second.
All right, boozy giveaway. Bottles, bottle, cans, or liquor bottle. Who's your who's you can sticker it? Who is it?
Okay. This one is going out to my coworker, Cameron. If you say the secret password, which is wibbly wobbly,
Make it something easy.
wibbly wobbly. Is that not easy?
How about just...
The secret password is shoes. If you come up to me and you say shoes, I mean,
How about you just say...
I hate that you're ruining this for me.
yeah.
It's got to be something themed with it. The episode.
Yeah.
If you can say no mercy, you come up to me and you say no mercy, then you will get
Oh no!
some
How about this?
tequila rose.
How about this? If you say the magic word, you will get your choice of boozy giveaway. Honk.
You gotta
How is
come up
that
and
part
say
of the show?
honk.
Remember Chosen?
Oh yeah, when he honks the nose. By the way, real quick.
That's from the movie.
Yeah. Oh, we didn't even talk about that part in the. All right, whatever. Boozy giveaway. It's honk, but don't actually honk us. It's weird.
Really? That's it?
Yeah, you don't even have to do it like honk. You just like, yo, honk. Just give me a fucking 6-pack.
All right. Yeah.
For my boozy giveaway, it's literally any of my coworkers. If I work with you or have worked with you in the past, I will give you alcohol, and I'm capping it at 4 people. Not 3. 1 person. Fuck it. 1 person. 4 people is gonna be a lot. I've worked with some alcoholics.
For real.
For my boozy giveaway, it'll include saying the key word and another subsidy. Since most people have been claiming it from me, you have to watch the movie Tenet and say the keyword.
But then after you've claimed your gift, you have to go up to him and say, "Don't try to understand it, just feel it."
Whatever. Anyway, that's mine.
Right, well, I guess that was our review of Mandalorian and Cobra Kai season 3.
3.
Say 4. If you watched, thank you. You're like one of 4 people. If you comment, cool, but you're not going to. If you like,
has anybody actually commented on?
I have.
Oh, has anybody who isn't us commented?
Not that I know of.
Well, we would really appreciate some feedback.
We appreciate some views.
Yeah, views and feedback. Let us know
Sponsorship deals too.
what we could be doing better in our podcast. You know, some constructive criticism, some helps, and then that way we can get a better podcast to viewers like you.